This is Tracy Hanson, and you are listening to Outside the Box. All content and opinions aired on this show are a reflection of myself and Outside the Box. They do not reflect the content and opinions of the station or network we are broadcasting from. You are listening to 91.5 FM WOOL and the Greater Falls Community Broadcasting Company. Let's explore today one of those guiding lights in the matrix. We'll do so with a story and a little song and some discussion about how it's changed so much over the years. On the farm. A trip to grandmother and grandfather's farm is a special treat. The farm is a beautiful place. Dick and Jane's mother, or maybe it was father, grew up here. There are big green meadows and taller trees than Dick and Jane have in their backyard. There's a farmhouse, a chicken coop, a red barn, and a stable for the horses and ponies. The animals that live on the farm are not pets. Each one has a job to do. Horses work, dogs round up animals, cats catch frisky mice. This is the family that I grew up with. The typical American dream type of family. But families change, and what makes up a family changes a lot as well. I put together this musical medley of a few different songs about families. See how many of them you can get. There's an article written in Healthy Children that talks about the different types of families. Nuclear families. Approximately half of all the families with youngsters under the age of 18 are composed of two biological parents and their children. The single-parent family make up about 27% of the households, with children under the age of 18. Cross-generational families are approximately 670,000 families with children under the age of 18 have a family member age 65 or older living with them, and roughly 2.5 million children under the age of 18 live with one or both parents in their grandparents' home. The adopted foster families. Approximately 120,000 children are adopted each year. 6.3 children per 1,000 live in out-of-home foster care. Never married families. About 1.5 million unmarried couples have at least one child under the age of 15. Blended families. About 20% of the children in two-parent households live in blended families. Grandparents as parents. Approximately 1.3 million children under the age of 18 live with their grandparents. Same-sex parent families. Some 2 million children have parents who are gay, lesbian, or bisexual. And those figures only represent the types of families we have here in the United States, or the numbers for those families. So we've come a long ways from the 60s of the Dick and Jane, the mom and dad, the Spot and the Puffy families. And the parenting and family demands have changed as well. They say having children isn't for sissies. They don't come with directions. You have to kind of follow their lead if you're going to help them be successful. Something which is beginning to get harder and harder as millenniums take over. Now let's look at the different types of families that were mentioned in Healthy Children and the music clips that I picked out, and see if any of them are represented here. I understand that many of the selections that I made date me significantly. The first one and the second one represent the Dick and Jane family. Mom, dad, a boy and a girl, and a pet. That's the Donna Reed Show and the Jetsons. The next song is a father and his three sons. My three sons. The Partridge Family just has one mom taking her whole group of kids on the road. The next one was Leave It to Beaver. That had a mom and a dad and two little mischievous boys, one more than the other. All in the family. A mom, a dad, their daughter, and then their daughter's husband or son-in-law. And then you have the crazy lady with three daughters and the crazy man with three sons who decide to make it into one whole family of 6 children and a mom and a dad. There's your blended family. And that last family I threw in there for a couple of reasons. First, because Halloween is upon us. And second of all, it's definitely a cross-generational family with a mom, a dad, the son, the daughter, the uncle, the aunt. All of the extended family lived with the main family. And that matrix will change as your family grows and changes. You have been listening to Outside the Box with Tracy Hanson. Follow us on Facebook at Next Generation Global Education, or go to our website at www.nextgeneration.org. www.ngge.org. You are listening to 91.5 FM Wool Radio right here in downtown Bellows Falls.